Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, SHAMAIWAN, honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to mighty YAHAWAH, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity, as well as the speckled birds that may look like the other nation, but are actually Asherallah. This brother called Welcome Community with no lesson. I'm not gonna let this video play because it's really just a waste of time. Not in a sense, no, it is not a waste of time fully. I just don't want to watch it again. So you can go check it, and it is definitely something to see at least once. And the link to this video is going to be in the description, as I always do most of the time. So basically, to summarize all that happened in this video was he was asking her, like, what are you doing, like all this stuff like that. And the main thing is that she was delusional to think about how she expects life to be good for her and all this different things. And this is not even a video specifically about her. This is a video in general for people that are disillusioned to believe and perceive that life is just perfect, or life is going to be all fine and dandy and stuff like that, when the reality of things is that YAHAWAH, in this society, in this kingdom, it is not going to be like that. It's intentionally made for things to be hard. It's intentionally made for things to be where Esau gets to thrive, but we can't thrive. All right, and we see this even today with how DJT is setting up that whole war thing. With the war with Iran, the rich are going to benefit off that war, but the common man, they're not going to benefit. We're not the people. We the people of any nations, and it even extends to America's allies, where, who's benefiting from this war? All right, it's like and that was the thing that I had noticed, where DJT, he just thought that, okay, well, we started a war, we expect our allies to just help us unconditionally and stuff like that, when there was laws and protocols in place that they said these guys broke the law, they did not follow protocol. So of course we're not going to back you guys up. What you did was wrong. Like, you shouldn't have done that. So because of that, we are not participating in that. So as a result of that, that's where you have this thing where even the leaders, and Slaki, let's actually get that precept as well, because even the leaders are delusional in thinking in how they think society works. So Sirach 10 verse 2, as a judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. And this is literally what's going on right now, where you have this delusional ass leader, delusional ass dictator that's making the people under him think the same way, like, oh well, I don't have to worry about consequences, or I don't have to worry about accountability, or I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I just do stuff, and I'm entitled to people helping me. I'm entitled to people wiping my ass. I'm entitled to people covering up for my mistakes and stuff like that. And I don't ever have to worry about answering for the things that I've done, regardless of if it was right or wrong and stuff like that. And this is what's going on with people in general, where they are just way past the field of, the field of common sense, where they don't care about the things that they say and do. They just do whatever they want. They are haphazardous, they're foolish, they're just dumb. They don't think things through. I think that's the best term. That's the best way to explain it. They don't think things through, where they think that this society in Babylon is heaven, and they just say, okay, well, and they live as if this is heaven. Like, that's basically how people see it. And I actually really like saying that, because I speak as through my own, speaking as a man through my own individual perspective. All right, I definitely see this, because you have to, if you think about people's actions, what they do is they will go do something, they will seek something out, they will attempt things, or maybe not even attempt, but just do things with full authority, full audacity, and whatever. And then when people say, hey, what the hell are you doing? That's not okay. You can't do this, that, and the third, whatever. It's just like they're like baffled. They're surprised Pikachu face. All right, that, wait, why are you telling me that I can't do this? Or why is this happening? Why is this that, or whatever? Like, this is my life. I'm the main character in this thing. Like, why are you getting in my way and stuff like that? And then as a result of that, it's just like they are living as if their freedoms, quote unquote freedoms, allow them to do literally whatever they want to do without any negative repercussions to them, when that's definitely not how it works. And another thing I like to say is that people are starting to lose the concept of the social contract, where basically the social contract is, let me see if it's there. Social contract is basically an implicit or explicit agreement where individuals surrender some freedoms to an authority government in exchange for the protection or remaining rights and the maintenance of social order. And this also extends not just to government; it also extends to individual. Like, for example, you're allowed to not, and this is outside of a government structure. It basically, you might be allowed to attack someone, but you know that if you attack that person, all right, then that means that, okay, well, that person is liable to fight back, and you might die, or they might die, and that's where the social contract comes in, where you say, okay, well, the implicit social contract is neither of us attack one another, and we will not engage in any conflict. But that's where people's brains are starting to decay, because they don't fully understand that anymore. They're losing the ability to be able to comprehend a social contract, because and you see this with what's it called? Twitch streamers. 'Cause with a lot of the Twitch streamers, not even just Twitch streamers, you have these social media influencers that just do whatever. All right, but yeah, that's basically the thing where people just do whatever. And it's not, even then that's false, Slocky. That's false. It's not even that they're doing it for the camera or they're doing it for an audience. They just do it just because they don't have the brain capacity to comprehend that this action that I'm doing is not okay, and I should not do it because I'm liable to put myself in danger or to warrant some sort of retaliation. So as a result of that, that's where that issue comes from. That's where that delusion comes from, where people genuinely believe that, okay, well, I can do whatever I want. No one's gonna stop me. No one's gonna do anything, or I'm fine. I'm fine just the way I am. All right. And it's everyone else that's a problem. It's everyone else that has to adjust to me and my whims. All right. 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 11, and for this cause Yahawadah shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. And it's the YAHAWAH that is flooding these people with this delusion that they think that this society, this world is just going to roll over for them. And another thing, I want to get this, because you have to understand. Okay, Luke chapter 6 verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have receive your consolation. There's also verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you for so did their fathers and the false prophets. Okay, so the thing here is where people are looking at this society, this world right now that we're living in, as heaven. And the reason why I say this is because you have to understand and comprehend that, okay, this is where, okay, well, you might not be rich, but you might have some things. You might be enjoying life. You might be saying, oh, I love living in this society. I love living in this. I love doing this, that, and the third, whatever, stuff like that. You might perceive that in your mind, but ultimately, is that the kingdom of heaven? Is that the world with YAHAWAH that YAHAWAH had ordained? No, it's not. I mean, yes, it is, but it's not the promise of the kingdom of heaven. That's basically the differentiation, because the Lord gave this world unto Esau. That Esau is running right now as a consolation, which consolation is like a comfort. It's like a second place prize for not winning. Okay, it's like, oh, well, you participated, you weren't good enough to win the main prize, which is the kingdom of heaven. So you just have to make do and settle for this consolation, which is this current kingdom right now. And so many people have decided that they want this kingdom to be their heaven rather than the actual kingdom of heaven to be their kingdom, their heaven. And as a result of that, they are indulging in their lusts now rather than being patient and waiting for Yahawadah to establish everything and to set things up for us to have even greater blessings in the kingdom rather than now. Which actually, let's get this. Matthew chapter 6 verse 19, lay not up for yourselves treasure upon earth, and where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So over here there is treasures that can on earth. There's treasures that you can lose, and in the kingdom of heaven there's treasures that you will never lose. The Lord is going to let you always have it, and it will be everlasting. That's the difference, where you have these people that say, okay, well, I just want the money, I want the things now, rather than waiting for Yahawadah to bless me with even greater. All right, so as a result of that, let's also get this. Judges chapter 10 verse 14. Go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Where once again, like when people, a lot of people, because I don't know if you know, but Christianity is one of the three major religions in next to Judaism and what's the other one? Islam. All right, where lots of people believe that and follow that. But the fact of the matter is that that is not what Yahawadah established. That's not what Yahawadah established, because the main thing is that we are serving Yahawadah, and they are serving their flesh. They're serving man. They're serving this society and stuff like that, rather than going after the true permanent blessing. So as a result of that, when people are actually in their binds, when their hardships and stuff like that, then okay, well, you deal with that. You deal with all the stuff that you're doing now, rather than saying, oh, God help me, I'm ready to repent and stuff like that. And basically the thing about that is how you have so many people that only want to change when there's trouble. When they need Yahawadah, and that's when they're like, oh, please help me, save me, this, God, please, if you save me, I'll turn my life around and stuff like that. And it's never before, call him Yahawadah. It's never before, it's always after. It's always when something bad happens. And even then, which this is something I will say, never mind, forget it. But basically, again, people, they serve their flesh, or they serve man, they serve other things that's not Yahweh. All right, and then they expect Yahawadah to just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna whatever." But you get the point. All right, let's continue on before I plop a blood vessel. Anyway, Isaiah chapter 30, verse 12. Wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant. So the thing here is that people, they trust in oppression. They want wickedness. All right, they love how wicked. They love when wickedness rules. They love that Esau is ruling and doing all the things that he's doing, rather than what Yahawadah put into place. All right, they don't want to follow after what Yahawadah set and established. So as a result of that, when it comes to, I'm trying to watch my word, because I can't say what Yahawadah set and established. I mean to say in terms of like the righteous works. All right, that's what I meant to say. But the oppression and perverseness, that's what people are doing, because people, they are content with how society is corrupt now. Okay, and this is not just in America, it's everywhere. All right, society is always corrupt, where there's always some sort of BS that's going on. All right, but and we're just supposed to just accept that, and of course we don't accept that, but you have people that do actually accept it. They pretend like, oh yeah, if we protest, oh, they're definitely gonna hear, they're definitely gonna change, they're gonna do this, that, and the third. And it's like, when are you going to return to your house, realize that all that stuff, it's like they hate you. Esau hates you. It's just so infuriating to constantly have to say this over and over again. And again, but that is a part of the delusion. All right, Isaiah chapter 65 verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh: Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Where the thing here is that the Lord's going to provide for his servants, but for the wicked, they don't have any protection. They're not going to have anything, because they chose not to follow after Yahawadah. So with that, I pray the system was edifying. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone of Bible, Shalom.